God damn, it feels good to be back in the motherfucking house. Literally. Because obviously you see my favorite things starting to sprout out again. But man, after a much long mental health break for a week, we are ready to bring you guys some kick fucking assery because damn it, there are 3 different planets that are currently in retrograde and they all fucking suck. It explains all of the suckery as of late. So we are ready to entertain y'all's asses. What do we got for them tonight, my beast?
Oh, this album is so fucking good. From Colorado with their 3rd fucking album. The former head honcho for Nightbringer has brought us his 3rd album with Akhyls. Akhyls has brought out the album House of the Black Geminus. What a great, outstanding album cover. And boy, do we have an album for you. If you can't already tell, I flippin' love this album. Love it.
Absolutely. I was definitely taken by storm on this one. It was really kind of interesting because Beast was like, this is like a horror soundtrack. And I said, really? So, that just got me extra fucking excited. And it delivered. And of course, just like anything else, there are good points and bad points. But we will get to all that fun first. Hello, my motherfucking brothers and sisters out there. Aaron, Cody, Mousebong, Yabelka's in the house. Kyler just made it. That's right. We are back. And literally every night this week, you're getting a show. And I wanted to make sure that we could start, even though we weren't able to do Monday night, that we could start in true Tracks of the Damn fashion. So what's Mondays usually about?
Mondays is Mommy Milkers Monday, and we get to see this.
I'm like, I don't care that it's Wednesday. God damn it. Let's pretend like it's Monday, only without the Monday blues. So we did it anyway, folks. But, all right, before we get to all this killer fucking shit, we are going to take a quick commercial break to... damn it, it's not on this one. Okay, to our brothers over at Villain Arts Tattoos. Check that shit out. your city, your town, your area. Make sure you get down there and get yourself a high quality tattoo from some of the best in the country. And sometimes get to hang out with yours truly. All righty, so you already know what to do, but coming up, I'm taking a break from the tattoo conventions for the next 2 months. Why? Because I'm coming to Tennessee, baby, for all of the awesome horror cons that are happening next weekend and the weekend after. All right, in nomine de nostri Satanas Luciferi Excelsi, let's begin. What do we got? So we are talking about House of the Black Geminus. What was your initial reaction to this record?
Well, I was looking for something different from the previous two, and if you're not familiar with Akhyls, Akhyls is out of Colorado, and this is like Nightbringer put out a really, really damn good album. I think it was like 2009, 2010. But Nas is the like kind of founder and the guy who kind of leads the charge with the band. He's a really super intelligent occultist. So if you want to watch some excellent, like really kind of intellectually entertaining conversations about the cult and about the history of religions and all kinds of the ways humans have made shit up over the years. It's really fascinating.
That too.
So to go back and kind of answer the question, what I was expecting is I'm looking at Melanoa, and I'm looking at the album from 2015, which is The Dreaming. Both of those albums take up pretty much the same formula, which is, so they will do like a 3 or 4 chord black metal progression with a lot of strumming. So like power chord strumming, and not a whole lot of super fast tremolo picking like what we would find in a lot of the second wave of black metal. And then what they always will have is the second guitar has this really cool, dark, melodic melody going over it. And it kind of reminds me of, the Halloween series, in the way that piano kind of picks through a melody. So they kind of do something like that really gives an eerie horror atmosphere, but these guys are so fucking dark. Blast beats galore in the previous albums. They will slow down a little bit, but super atmospheric, and it's one of the most, it's like dark, kind of scary feeling that they get through their music. So what I was looking for is there something different for this album? And I have 3 things that are different that you will hear throughout this, and I've written that down at the very end in case I forget. But really good.
Work. Hell yeah! And for me, it's like an extra added treat not having heard a lot of the previous work. So for this to be my first one, I'd have to say that at first, when it first started kicking in, I was like, oh, is this going to be like overtly symphonic black metal and like really be too far in the mix? You know, that's usually when like the drums don't sound good. Vocals are way over processed and shit like that. There are obviously, like I said, I got some pros and cons for it, but generally I was very happy with the dark atmosphere that you don't get with some black metal bands. This was a little bit different, and I'll be talking about that as we kind of go through the tunes. So I guess we could probably start with the opener. So for me on this one, as it was starting to kick in, it sounded almost Fear Factory kind of, in a strange kind of way. That's the only thing that I could really kind of relate to it. But the way it was done, it also reminded me of how what we said in the very beginning. A lot of horror movies start out with some of this kind of like crazy noise stuff that just brings about, you could almost be like, he's around the corner, don't go that way, that kind of feeling. And I was like, okay, I'm with this. And then these open fucking power chords start happening, and the drums are very spaced out. Doom, boom. It finally starts to kick in with a nice kind of 16th note double bass with tom rolling, kind of just giving you the meter. And it's like and then I mean it just turns into Armageddon at that point. So the voice, I love the voice, I do. And most of the time, I really hate overproduced vocal. Like it's layered with an effect. And this one actually didn't bother me that bad. Because usually I don't like that, because I like to kind of discern a little bit of what they're saying, and it gets very kind of washy in the mix. So I was pleasantly surprised with that. And absolutely love the mix of the drums. And I mean, that first track gives you a little bit of everything. It gives you groove, it gives you blast. Something about the guitars, though, is there a certain kind of distortion effect that they're using on that to make it sound so, I don't want to say robotic, but it definitely doesn't sound like traditional distortion.
Well, they use keys in here as well. So like some of it is a little clean like that. And that's a change that is not prevalent in the previous two albums. And I really like it too. It's this album is different from the other two, but definitely Akhyls, like definitely.
Because they sound very different from most bands, in this.
Yeah, band. like Mousebong made a comment up there, like quite a bit up there. She's been writing a lot, and other people are like, our addicts are really helping us out here tonight. She was like way up there. Yeah, there it is. And I totally agree with her on this. It is like overwhelmingly. It's like you're eating 3 fucking hives at the same time of those Japanese hornets, those Asian hornets. It's like you're being swarmed by these things like the whole time, and they're like in your mouth and going down your throat. Like it is punishing, especially track number 2, I think is that.
But you want to talk about a thick-assery, like ball-busting track. Shit.
Yeah, like track 2 is more like you really don't hear the keyboards in there so much. This is more what the previous 2 albums are like. Like they're just so atmospheric. However, this is more punishing. It's like dominating you. So like I really like Mousebong's comment there. Like it's really
definitely.
So the other thing is
kind of got that too. She says, I love the first track. I love the slow build, definitely. It's almost a tinny industrial sound. See, that's what I was kind of talking about. It kind of gives you this like noise, noise core type shit. And they're so precise and crushing. Absolutely. You're definitely in for a good time.
Yeah, I have a customer sitting outside my fucking store right now wanting me to come open the door. All the fucking lights are off. Like, what the hell? Like, what the fuck? Like, they're not fucking coming in. He can fucking see that I'm on a fucking podcast. What the fuck is the matter with people? Oh my God.
They're morons.
Jesus.
Most people.
Sorry for the kind of the side segue here, but So this song has some kind of some characteristics of kind of industrial in the very beginning, and it comes back at the very end on track number 1. And track number 1 is the Mask of the Night Speaking, which is, well, isn't that a cool fucking title for a song?
And I love all of those personally.
And this song tracked in at 11 minutes and 52 seconds. And you don't get vocals until 4 minutes and 5 seconds in. So it's a really long atmospheric intro, which I really like. But to me, the keys are so welcome on this. It just gives you a whole new layer of that onion with them. And it reminds me so much of Emperor. And Nas, I watched an interview. He was really influenced by Emperor in... he was always interested in these guys, like when he was a kid, like growing up in high school. He was a kid like in in high school, like in the 90s, like early 90s. Yeah. So I imagine he's like mid 40s, something like that. And but the use of keyboards and the epic sound that Akhyls now has, they are really epic sounding, and the keys really add a flavor and something else to chew on, because not only do they have the keys doing the melody, but they have the second guitar is doing that dark kind of single notes along with it, which is really nice. And also another thing that's new, is the
absolutely, and like I said, it's not overdone. It doesn't. Yeah, it's not overdone. It's right where it should be in the mix, and it enhances the feeling of impending doom.
Totally. And like another addition that in the first track that we have that's not in the others, at least from what I remember, and I went back and listened to Melanoa, is now we have lower vocals. So we have the higher vocals and the lower vocals in there, which I really, really like. Oh, they finally left.
Dude's definitely got range.
So fucking weird. Like,
all right.
So who's sorry, like nobody fucking interrupts the fucking podcast.
Like, I'm gonna get you, sucker.
Like it distracts.
I love it.
It distracts me.
Trust me, I feel that every time my kids run past me while I'm doing it and trying to ask mother for something, and I'm just like, damn it. But anyhow, yeah. So. And like I said, I was really concerned about the drum sound. The drum sound is fabulous. Snare has a nice crack to it. The kicks don't have like that tink, tink, tink sound. It's a little bit more earthy. So you're getting full on double kickery there. And I mean, clean and tight as fuck. Like all the moving parts. Whenever you have a band like that, you have all those moving parts. It's like there's always probably going to be somewhere where, you know, something's going to be a little super fucking tight.
Damn, we've had so many comments.
Right. Kyler says,
I just want to say thank you to you guys. Like,
we got to, if I can get it to come up. Says, let's see here. Aaron says, no need to say sorry, Beast. He can't stop tracks of the damned. Damn it. That is so true. Absolutely. There were actually, JD, haven't seen you in 5 million years, my brother.
Yeah, there were actually two separate groups of people wanting to get in the Jesus. fucking Kyler says he wants to use the bathroom.
Probably does. Can I use your phone, sir? Actually, Kyler's got.
I had a toothless homeless lady ask to use my phone today. When I was carrying the animals into the store, like my hands are fucking full with this. I can barely open the door. And she comes up and asks me, I was like, now's not the time to ask that. I'm really busy. Like, what the hell? What happened to common sense?
Oh, man. Right. So Kyler asks, what kind of effects do they use? I really couldn't tell you because, like I said, the distortion that I'm hearing in the guitar is a lot cleaner and not so, real, bone crunching.
Yeah, so I think they're at probably a 5. Their gain is to 5, but also even with their rhythm guitars, I can hear a delay in their rhythm guitars. So they have a delay on it. And
gotcha.
That's adding to this kind of full kind of bees swarming kind of sound into it, which I really like. It's unique. Nobody sounds that. Nobody sounds like that.
Very.
And there was somebody else that joined us tonight that I haven't seen.
So now we're on to May.
There's somebody else who joined us. That was Reese.
Yeah, JD.
I thought it was Reese Bowling.
Yep, he did his usual.
Yeah.
Yep, we are always having another wicked night, brother. Thank you for joining. Actually, JD did say one other thing. There we go. He says, here, let me drop my dog so you can use my damn phone to call your drug dealer. Right? It's fucking crazy. Oh. All right. I think we might have a little bit of a delay going on, so we're sorry out there, Bright Universe.
Mousebong wrote also, I don't know if you posted this one, Blue Das Nord synths, industrial machine gun drums.
Yep.
A haunting guitar kind of woven in there. This song gives me a very nostalgic horror movie. I totally agree. It really does. They're the kings of really dark atmosphere.
Oh, yeah. Kind of reminds me of the Collector movies, especially with the, the industrial components. So we're on to Maze of the Phobator or Four-beater. I don't know. Probably Four-beater is probably the proper enunciation. I don't fucking know. I just know that I love this song. We kind of touched upon it already. Real quick, I got a question here from Yabelka. What do you expect when a new record comes out? You know what? In a lot of ways, if it's a band that I've been following a lot, I'm a lot like Beast. I kind of look to see are the flavors similar, what's changed, what's different. But if it's a new record, I've never heard these guys before, I kind of catch a feel for what type of metal they are because there's always descriptions. Then I pop it in and give it a listen. So my expectations are, okay, well, if it's doom or black metal or death metal, something like that, I'm going to expect to hear those elements. But what are you doing different than everyone else? That's what's really important to me. Akhyls, what is going on? It is most definitely a Wednesday night party. What is going on, brother? Pleasure to have you. So we've been talking about a little bit about Maze of the Orbiter, whatever it's called. And Definitely, it is black metal to the fucking core. Right off rip, it tears your nuts off and makes you wear your, oh goodness, I'm back, he's back. Excellent. Fantastic. I don't know. On my end, things got funky. Sorry about that. But we are going to take a listen to that track. Check it out. I have no idea if it's working.
Well, while Reaper has technical difficulties, I don't have them. So I'm going to talk about this song, Maze of the Phobator. What I wrote was, this is a consuming and dominating swarm. It's so intense, and the way that they are using the way that they're using these guitars with the delay effect on it, it's just fucking swarming and just like dominating you throughout. To me, this is the song with the darkest atmosphere, like hands down. To me, this is the darkest and the heaviest of the songs, and the most straightforward. It does slow down a bit here and there. It rests a little bit here and there. And there's one time that I really like where it rests and the drums cut out, the bass cuts out, and you just have some tremolo picking that's really, really nice in there. But this song to me is excellent. It sounds like nobody else. It sounds like black metal, but it sounds like a fucking swarm of like 3 fucking nests of hornets consuming you. It's totally dominating.
Absolutely. Did we get a chance to hear any of it before my shit went out?
No.
All right. Let's check out this powerful track right the fuck now. God damn. Love that dude's voice. As you can, I mean, that's only a minute and 26 into the fucking track, and it's already just destroyed you. You know what I mean? I love the dynamicism of his voice. It's not the same old thing. He's got a lot of different levels to his voice. What the fuck? Crystal says, I definitely feel swarmed and overtaken. So it looks like everybody is definitely feeling that kind of vibe for sure. Aaron agrees. Man. So these, and these are from first-time listeners to the tracks. So, I mean, I just love it. It's definitely one of my favorites. Cody says, I'm going to be at work tomorrow, slinging Red Bull cans, listening to this. Hell yeah. I mean, isn't it very fitting? I love it. Let's see here. Man, they're all fucking talking amongst themselves out there. But let's get into the next track.
I like Mousebong said, ha ha ha, I love that you describe it as hornets. I always say bees. I said bees for the previous albums, but that song is so fucking heavy and nasty. Like hornets can continue to sting your ass, and those big O Asian ones, this is like epic sounding to me. Like they are like more than that to me.
I mean, it's like if you most of you guys have seen Rambo out there, probably Rambo 3 or 2 maybe. When he's got that fucking 50 cal, and he's just blowing rounds out of it. Now times that by 1,000, and that's what this track would feel like. Just all that fucking machine gunnery is fucking amazing. No worries, man. I got booted earlier because my internet does not officially come in until Friday. So I am now working off my phone. Yeah, Mouse Mom says, yeah, my earlier comment is my notes, but you guys basically said what I said up there. Well, that's because you're very astute. You know your metal. Crystal says, if not hornets, just plain on fire, running for the hose. Hell yeah. Now I can't see the track listing, so I think the next one...
Through the Abyssal Door, it clocks in at 9 minutes and 12 seconds. This is a slow and marching, very atmospheric song. They're all atmospheric, especially the instrumental that we're going to get to after this. And the keys are really prominent in this one, but really tastefully prominent. Like sometimes especially some black metal bands that use it, it kind of usurps the darkness and it doesn't quite need it. This to me makes it more epic sounding. It might zap a little bit of the kind of dark, nasty dirtiness, but it adds a different element, which to me is an epic element. And this is what I kind of relate it to, like I said before, Emperor's album. I think it's Night at the Welkin. Where the hell did I write that on here? I know I wrote it on here.
Oh yeah, brother.
Oh well.
Achilles says the song Through the Abyssal Door is my favorite so far.
Yeah, I like that one a lot. I don't know if it's my favorite because I just haven't listened to the album enough. Because I listened to the Maze of Phobator several times, and there was another one I don't remember, but there's some others that I really, really like. It's hard to pick a favorite child here.
Right. I will say I have a favorite song for the moment, but we haven't got there yet. I have to concur with all of that. I don't mind it when black metal bands slow down a little bit and give you more of just this, like, you're going to be killed and we're just going to draw this out for a while. And I also have to say that between the last track and this one, the guitars do sound a bit more crunchy. I don't know if they changed that on purpose, but I definitely hear a lot more of a grittier distortion. Then again, 30 years on the stage, my ears can sometimes deceive me, but I hear a difference. I don't know if you guys do. Mousebomb says, A huge change up from the previous track, a slower, more deliberately doom-y sound. Yes, I really do kind of feel that that was where they wanted to go with it. Let's see, allowing you to catch your breath from the frenzied dissonance at the start of the album. Hell yeah, I could not agree more. Yeah, we're actually all very, very, very happy that Akhyls has had a chance to listen to the record, which is awesome. JD says, I was listening to Spotify mowing today on random dark metal mix, and Call from the Grave came on by Dark Funeral. I had to stop and look them up because I never heard them. Have you guys? Yes, we are very proficient in the world of Dark Funeral. So glad to see that Spotify decided to throw them at you. You'll have to give us your thoughts.
Like another thing that
So this next track threw me. I think we're at the title track, correct?
I still had some things to say about this one.
Oh shit! Go ahead.
So like one of the things in Through the Abyssal Door is you hear a lot of the kind of black metal kind of signature techniques, but what you really hear that stands out quite a bit is the tremolo picking, and then the little flanges of like 2 to 4 strings at the end on the higher strings, the thinner strings on the guitar. And I really like that. I think the guitars sound a little different on this just because the tempo's different and because there's a little bit more space. There's not as much kind of frenzied stuff going on, so you can hear it a little bit better. This is a true departure from them from their first 2 albums. They didn't slow down as much as they have slowed down on this album, and I like it. I like that Mousebong used the word dynamic because it really is a dynamic album, much more dynamic than their previous albums to me. A lot more to kind of reach out to or connect to, and especially on that kind of epic sound with those keyboards and then slowing things down. They know how to make those power chords work. They know how to have like a 3 or 4 chord progression with a lot of really fast picking going on, but it's kind of slow. Another thing that's different that they do quite a bit is there's a lot of quick double kicks with a slow snare. And I fucking love that. Sometimes they do some spoken word in here, especially on the last track. It happens, I think, in 2 of the tracks. There's some spoken word, but in the kind of demonic kind of voice that I really like. And Through the Abyssal Door kind of has, as you get to the end, especially with the keys, it's kind of like a lullaby melody at the end, kind of lulling you into sleep or kind of into like a trance-like state to me. And it's just a super, super thick and rich atmosphere. But I could say that for all of them. All right, Black Geminus, 5 minutes, 55 seconds. This is their instrumental track. Reaper, you can go ahead and talk about that first if you'd like.
Shit. Okay. My phone just on my end, it goes out, comes back, goes out, comes back. So if for any reason I do get kicked off again, I will be back on. Don't worry about that. Oh, I hate that shit. So yeah. Just a couple things to add to that last one. It's a track like that I really kind of fell more in love with this record from hearing it the first time. Because it's not that I don't like an album that kicks my ass from the first track to the last. So when you throw, Doom is my fucking heart. So when you throw a slower track in like that, and I love how you were talking about the double kicks that were kind of going underneath the slow groove. I like to call those the triple pedal blast, even though that's not what they're doing. It's just they're doing super fast 30-second notes double stroked, and it adds a flavor that normal just straight on 16th notes can't give you. So I also really enjoy that part of it as well. But for the oh, I'm so sorry.
I just wanted to say, Kyler made a comment up, and he was asking like, when should I listen to this album? Like, what should be going on when I listen to this album? For me, I like to listen. Yeah, he said that, but then he asked a different question too, related to that. I kind of like, for me, I like to listen to Akhyls like when the lights are fucking out and it's fucking dark and I can really focus and let my mind go to that kind of like dark kind of period. Wait, what was that Cody wrote about the Mouse Bong?
He says, I need you guys and Mouse Bong to write a metal dictionary so I can learn what the fancy words mean. He was referring to the technical stuff.
Maybe dissonant.
I think he gets that. I don't know. You'll have to let us know specifically with what you're having a bit trouble with there. Akhyls here said, I bought the digital album, but the double vinyl from Bandcamp is on my list. Ooh, double vinyl. Fuck yeah. Oh, man, I can't imagine what that would sound like. Probably better than what I've heard. Unfortunately, I'm relying on Spotify at the minute. But didn't see this one coming. I can kind of get it, but I expected it not to be a full-on instrumental as it is. It's not that I don't enjoy a good symphonic, and it was, I mean, very, very beautiful and very dark. I mean, there are things I like about it, but for your title track, though, I kind of wanted an explanation of what exactly the House of Geminus is. Obviously, it's an occult term, and I will be looking that up not too long from now. But I wanted to kind of get, I don't know. Me and title tracks are funny. I kind of expect it to be, it didn't come at the end, obviously. So it's not like the summing up the big opus, blowout. But I don't know. I mean, it was very well done. It's not a track that I would continually listen to.
Mousebong's given an explanation for Cody about the terms, the kind of metal terms. When you're nerding out real hard, you search for uber descriptive terms to really convey the feeling of each song. Otherwise, every comment for every song is it's cool. That's right. Yeah.
Very true. See, we look at it, Cody, from like different ways about it. One being a fan of the music, another from a musician's. And also says, I totally feel, I thought it was going to pop up. What the fuck? There we go. I totally feel I'm in metal school and I love the fuck out of it. Yeah. Fuck yeah, man. And we do try to kind of put it out there as easy as possible to understand. So, oh shit. What's up, Jeff? Jeff says, I like music that melts my face off. I'm going to go listen now. Trust me, brother. It'll do that, and it may disavow you at the same time. That's just a warning. Oh, shit. Oh, man, I hate this phone. I can't wait to get a new one. Anyway, okay. So I want to see now what Mousebong says about this track, because she goes, Black Geminus is a very tough instrumental to sell because of how dynamic the other track preceding it are. I feel that. I told you, I was expecting something much different. It is by no means a bad track, but it just isn't as interesting. If you're a huge, let's say, a fan of soundtracks from big fucking montage horror films, there's nothing wrong with that. But as a black metal fan, I don't want to hear that. I first glance, cool, but I don't know. Beast?
And her next comment kind of fits in with what I'm about to say as well. If you don't like noise, and if you're not real familiar, there's all kinds of types of metal, and noise is one, and it's just like very kind of minimal and really noisy, hard to decipher, like melody in it, stuff like that. I agree with that. I just kind of wish this didn't exist on the album. I don't think it fits. I will skip it every time. If I was going to make a movie and I wanted something fucking scary, yeah, I'll put it in there. But I don't really think this is necessary. It's not poorly done. It just doesn't have like structure. It doesn't have structure like everything else does. So to me, it's like a gum that's lost its flavor really, really quickly. And you're just kind of, I'm kind of done with it. I can kind of taste the flavor a bit, but
I'm so fucking mad.
So it's to me not like, I will just fast forward to it. I've been doing it almost every time now. And I don't like that they put it in the middle. It's because like they're like trying to force me to listen.
I don't know if y'all can see me, cannot see me. I will back out and come back in. Nope, I got new comments here. Okay. Let's see. I feel like Black Geminus that Colorado Cyclobin track just had to throw in because they made it one night super high. Yes. Okay. Yes. Thank you for letting me know, because I don't see Beast at all and I don't hear him. So appreciate that. I will back out and come back in. Give me 1 second, guys.
Okay. So what I had written for this song was I didn't write a whole lot for this one. It's 5 minutes and 55 seconds long. It's just too much.
Okay, how about now?
Yeah, I can totally hear you.
Let's see. Cody says, Rebecca said, why is Beast shirtless and Reaper?
Uh-oh, there he went. Well, that was a good time to go, Reaper. Reaper has to discuss why he's not shirtless. Poor Reaper. He'll be back, and hopefully he'll have his internet after Friday. But anyways, the song is 5 minutes, 55 seconds long. All I wrote is all dark sound effects, meh. So we're going to move on to the next song. Yeah, and that is a good point, Mousebong. I always have long sleeve shirts, like always. The only thing is if I rub my nipples, this makes it above 18 years, like it's a 18 plus age, but I don't know, it might turn some people on if I do that. we need to get more people watching the show. Now,
there's been quite a few people that have come in tonight. So
it's fucking hot, and I have a shirt, so I'm gonna be more comfortable. And I don't get to show my tattoos off very much. So there you go.
True that. I love it. Rebecca says, awkward. And Mousebong with tongue rolls out like a red carpet. Gotta love it. Again, everybody in the Morgrout universe, I do apologize for the internet interruptions. Totally not cool. But yeah, I don't think I'm even going to play that one because I do have an example for that title track. I'd rather just move on personally.
Yeah, I'm done.
Oh man! Oh hey, what is going on? God damn! It's a fucking party. Filthy Lobster in the house. Austin, what's going on, brother? Austin says, talk about too hot for TV, huh? Well, you know, I don't want to blind you with my silver dollars, so nobody wants to see that. What? I'm just goddamn. Achilles says Reaper switched the OS from Windows to Linux to enjoy the daemons. I totally get what you're saying there, and no, I did not do that. Unfortunately, I broke my iPhone in the midst of a fit of rage, and I had to switch back to my old phone, and I fucking hate it. Most of the time, it's pretty good, but oh my goodness. Mouse Pong says silver dollars. Reaper wears nipple shields. No! I'm referring to the nipple itself, damn it. You look like a pair of fucking eyes. I got 4 eyes going on here. You don't want that shit. I don't Oh shit. Rebecca says needed that laugh, y'all. Thanks. Shit day and emotional wreck today. So yeah. Trust me, Rebecca, we feel you, we're with you, and we care. Trust me. But you gotta remember, the Dark Lord is always with us. Oh shit. Kyler says, wait, yeah, we're always here for each other, Rebecca. Damn fucking Skippy. You know it, guys. Yeah. Let's see. Austin says Lamborghini Mercy. Dang. Oh, man, I guess he's just really enjoying your new shirt. You're probably thinking about my silver dollars. Ting, ting.
A fun fact, I used to have my nipples pierced for years and years and years, but they would get fucking caught on the fucking towel when I got out of the shower, and they would fucking enrage me. I would get so mad. Like some of the rips were worse. Fucking hurt really bad. Yes, thank you, Mousebong. Where in the fuck is Babylon?
She's summoning him right now. Oh man, yep. Yes, the tall pity kisses. Yep. Absolutely. All right. So we got what? 2 tracks left. Shit.
And boy, these are fucking bangers. They're so good.
Oh yeah, we're getting to my number 1 pick.
Number 5 is Sister Silence, Brother Sleep. Like, don't you want to like read the lyrics to a song like that? What the fuck does that mean? Sister Silence, Brother Sleep. Like, so curious. Like, I want, and just knowing that Nas, the vocalist and lead guitarist, is really big into the occult, and he knows about all kinds of ancient religions and stuff. Like, I'd love to have him on for an interview. What a super, and he's so down to earth. He's been canceled because they thought some comment was racist, and like, I don't get that from this guy. He seems like a really cool guy. This song tracks in at 9 minutes 56 seconds. So It goes right along with all the others. I think the shortest actual song is Maze of the Phobator. That one is like 7.5 minutes, something like that, or 7:56, something like that. This one is my favorite track so far. I fucking love it. It reminds me especially of Emperor and Anthems to the Welkin at Dusk. It is the most epic sounding, I think, of all of the songs. It really changes the tempo quite a bit. And the keys on this, and you will hardly ever hear me talk about keys and really, really liking keys. But I like these a lot. In this whole album, I really like them. There are a lot of mid and blast tempo. So the mid tempos almost always have the double kicks going real fast and then a slower snare. And then they have in a lot of blast tempos. I had a hard time hearing you.
I said it almost kind of feels displaced, right? At least that's the feeling I'm always getting, and I'm just like, this is almost kind of cool proggy shit.
Yeah. But like that's like what Mousebong said, like right off the bat. This album is really dynamic. It sounds like Akhyls, but they've added new things, and now it kind of sounds epic. And I'm sure there's going to be some people hating like it's not as dark or heavy as it used to be, but it's still pretty fucking heavy throughout. I just have more to be interested in, and shit. I mean, I'll give it a rating toward the end, but I freaking really like this album. I don't really have anything else, but if you ever want like a super classic, epic sounding black metal album, doesn't have the best production, listen to Emperor's Anthems to the Welkin at Dusk. It's so good.
Absolutely. I concur. It is a banger of a tune. And it just seems like, we've used the term epic quite a bit, and I couldn't agree more. We've said that about some other extreme acts too as of late, and in their own way, they're bringing kind of a different epicness to each of these bands. And this one, it almost kind of like takes you out of the realm of fantasy and almost kind of makes it feel like this is reality while you're listening. At least that's where my head went with it. As I'm sure most of you, anyone that has listened to the record so far, that is really something to me. And it says that they're definitely pushing the limits of, the black metal formula. Adding in a horror element to it, and most people think of fucking Cradle of Filth or somebody like that, and there's so many things out there. I'm trying to keep up on them, right? Oh, I agree with you, Mousebong. Separate the art from the artist. Unless they are sick kid abusers or something. Couldn't agree more. People are always trying to find something evil within a magnificent piece of art, which I think is just can't let a good thing be a good thing. You have to tear it down. I hate that shit. So I feel that. I feel that, Jeff. I don't know. I'm saying like the masses, when they think of like a horror style kind of a black metal act, especially, although they were a little bit, somewhat gothy at the same time. He was in a horror movie. He talks about it all the time. That's just what most people, I think of. But this seems like legitimate terror. And I'll take it. I'll take that all fucking day, over any of this fucking radio shit. Don't even get me fucking started. It's one of the worst things about being on the road a lot. If you don't have your, earbuds completely charged up, and you have to listen to the crap pop that's on the radio. Anyway.
God. We have so many comments, really good, longer comments that are up higher, but so many really good comments in here.
I'm there. Oh, shit. Oh. Okay. They ended up getting infected, so I ended up having to help her get the rings out with bolt cutters. Oh, fucking hell. I am so sorry to hear that. That's incredibly fucked up. Filthy Lobster. People always have to have a label, especially when they know they can't comprehend or understand something. I read those allegations of racism again. Oh, you read them. Gotcha. Yeah. I'm definitely going to look into that too, because I'm kind of curious. Where exactly do you find that in anything that he's put out? It makes no sense. It's so easy to make assumptions, and it's also so easy to align yourself with stupid shit when you are young. As long as you renounce those allegations, I think it's all good. I mean, people are human. They make mistakes. There's no such thing as perfection. I don't know if it's necessarily true or not, because like I said, I got to look into it a bit more. But Jeffrey says, what do you guys think of an albatross?
I don't know that band. I'll have to check that out.
I don't either. I think he said it was noise further down. I will check that here in a second. Cody says, I'm not sure yet. B, we definitely are going to need a priest. That's terrible. Fucking hell. Okay, I think I'm caught up now. Almost. Oh my damn. Every time. Let's see. Cody says, Babylon, Babylon, come from the north. Babylon, Babylon, come from the south. Babylon, Babylon, come from the west. Babylon, Babylon, come from the east, and fuck this priest. God damn it.
That's fucking awesome.
Comment of the century. And Mousebong says she is chanting. I love it. All right. So before we discuss the last one, and I'm going to tell you right now, I'm going to give you the example for you to hear as to why this song is by far my favorite on the record. Man, first with those eerie fucking single lead notes. I mean, you're just, something's coming out of the pit. at that point. And then to go into those 30-second note double bass drums that the guy does prevalently throughout the whole fucking record. Flawless, and it's like a real nice slow kind of groove. Turns around and they slip into the traditional triplet skank beat, and it was just so fucking killer. And then all of a sudden, pow! It's like you get punched right in the face so hard. You guys remember on the Horror Barbecue a couple weeks back, we were talking about Adam Chaplin, the dude that every time he punches somebody, he manages to knock their head off. That's what that fucking part in the song does to me. I literally feel like I get fucking sacked. And I love the pairing of the low vocals and the high together. He almost has that little like witch vibe going on too. And that's something that not too many of these black metal guys pull off that well.
Yep. So this track is Eye of the Daemon, Daemon 1. It comes in at 8 minutes and 29 seconds. And I really love the slow melodies in the front, just like what you were talking about with those double kicks in the 30-second notes. Nice, low vocals, everything basically that you said. And this song to me, well, I don't know. So many of them are so epic sounding. This might be the most epic sounding now that I think about it.
I was literally hoping everybody out there couldn't see me do that. Because you want to know, I'll let you know a little secret. I was telling myself in my head while the song was playing, I'm like, if I had fucking hair, I would just be whipping my head around. So I started doing it. And little did I know everybody saw that shit. So sorry. I'll leave that to Beast to do. I can't do it. Oh shit. Mouse Bong Tipsy in the house. Oh, awesome, Austin. I kind of figured that track would probably catch you a couple ways to Sunday. Definitely, man. Just a killer fucking song. You were saying, Beast?
Oh no, I was looking at the comments. Mousebong, I can tell Mousebong studied this album.
Oh yeah,
wrote down a lot of notes. Like Mousebong really knows her shit. She totally knows.
She is on our playing field, without a doubt. I couldn't agree more. That's how you end a record. Yes. You pull out all the fucking stops. And they do it with this track.
Yeah, it really does. So epic feeling too. Cody.
Yep.
Now, what would Mousebong know about something being stonery?
Oh no. Wah 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 wah. Oh, somebody riding the dragon. All right. But yeah, I mean, there's really not much else I can really, elaborate more on this track. It's just, a lot of people, not everybody, obviously, because most of the addicts here in the Morgrat universe don't mind songs this long, whether it's 8 minutes, 9 minutes, 13, 15, whatever. I really felt that everything was so fucking appropriate, like for each of the songs. Again, that orchestral kind of like composer-esque factor comes into play here on this record. It's like they didn't just, rehash a bunch of parts just to fill the song. Everything literally, they got it out the way they wanted to. And this track, I mean, come on. You see the the title of the song. You know what it's about. The motherfucker's talking about some demons. Well, we know a little something about that around here. And it's a culty fucking ooey gooey goodness. And I would love to see it, to be perfectly honest, on a horror movie soundtrack, possibly even parts of it in the fucking movie. That's hilarious. Mousebong says, when I was little, I used to put a t-shirt around my head and windmill while using a tennis racket as a guitar. That is bad fucking ass. She goes, I'm here to represent the metal women in the world. And you do it flawlessly, miss. Absolutely. And we appreciate that shit more than you fucking know. And you know, you guys have been so overactive tonight. Fucking love it. Missed all you guys. 1 week felt like a year to me. You know, especially Saturday night rolled around. I was like, I should be drinking and laughing and saying obscene, blasphemous things. Man. But I don't know. For me, I would definitely say a 4.2 on this one. My official rating for the record after one listen is definitely a 4.2. Only because that title track just didn't need to be there. So that was the only real blight that I didn't care for. And no, that was about it. Like I said, production wise, I loved it. It wasn't too over the top. Although, damn it, if only I could have a little more bass.
That's true. No, that's true. I just wonder if if they were thinking maybe the bass would fight with the double kicks, maybe. I don't know, because sometimes when you're in the mix and the master, you do have to either that or you just tune it a different, or you use different effects to get a different tone that's going to cut through the mix. That's what I try to do. It kind of fits with it, I think. Mousebong says she'd give it a 4.7. I would give it a 4.5. And it's really, there are two factors. One, let me revisit this. This album will make my album of the year. It'll make the top 10. I know it will, unless some just amazing fucking shit comes out. But this will make my top 10. Oh, yeah. To me, this is 4.5 out of 5 stars. I agree. We did not need to have the instrumental in there, the atmospheric instrumental.
Yep. It's a limited edition King Diamond Abigail poster. Yes, totally agree. Mousebong says clean mixing and production is important with such a loud extreme record. Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Like nothing was too overdone, which can be real fucking sketchy with some of these symphonic black metal albums.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know though if your bass. I guess it would have to do with the tone of the bass. It's not gonna match the double kicks, I don't think, because I don't know, unless you're Steve Harris on fucking crack, could keep up with how fast those 30-second notes are hitting. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? I don't know, but if there was somebody, I bet you he could do it. Him or Geezer is fine.
Their bassist uses a pick, and so and sometimes like that, especially if you're playing night after night, you know, some people, if you're playing that many notes with the finger, it's going to be hard. Like I have very bony fingers, and I get blisters so easily on the tip, but I figured out a way to where I can still have the feel and still grab the strings in a good way. But my fingers are super bony, and I get blisters. Like whenever I would get ready for a show, and you practice a lot more during the week when you have a show to get ready for that show. I would have to put, like, I used to put super glue on my fingertips for every show, like 3 hours before, so it had time to cure, and it would wear out. But now there's a certain type of tape that I use, and it has texture on it, and it works fucking amazing, never comes off, and I can play just the same. I can feel everything. But that could be the reason why we don't hear the bass quite so much. I agree with that too. I love to hear the bass.
I can't help.
I think their bassist is really not a bass player, because a true bass player like Geezer Butler is going to fill in the empty spaces with stuff. Geddy Lee fills in those empty spaces, and there are some times on this album where things are slower, and you could bring that out with a nasty, gnarly bass. And but when I've watched them, the videos live, I've never seen them live in person, but when I watch them live, the guy's just playing along with all the black metal notes. Like, that's all he's doing. And to me, he's not a bassist if he's not doing that. Bring your character, bring your instrument, and stand out. Be creative on your own terms in that album. And he didn't do that.
You know, I almost think like maybe they should be like cluing into guys like Steve DiGiorgio or the bassist for Cannibal Corpse, because those guys are playing very extreme stuff, maybe not to this fucking level, but they do that. Like, they do some things to make themselves stand out. So it's like, who are their heroes, you know, in this type of music? Or were some of them just like, I really like to play guitar, but we don't need guitar. We need a bass player. So what do? They just basically play the rhythm track. To me, that's boring. Mm-hmm. Because even as an extreme metal drummer, you can still work together and create some fun stuff. Because for instance, if I'm going, that bass player can be like coming down a scale during that, which is not something that, you know, the guitarist would be doing. Or, you know, especially slower, doomier shit. I don't care if they're doing the machine gun fucking 30-second notes on the double kick. You can still find a way to stand out a little bit. I think you're right. I think a lot of these guys do just kind of lay back a little bit and just keep it tight, strict. But then again, I don't know. Is the main guy telling you what to do? You never know in those situations. Because how often do they ever interview the bassists of these bands? Not very fucking often. It'd be really interesting to see what they have to say. Oh, man. Interesting point. I think this bassist is a bit stiff. And by the book, and all y'all are looking for some stankin' groove. He's merely following along. That's awesome. Oh, that's a good point too. Cody says, I'm not a fan of the band, but the guy from Primus, I'd love to see him play some really heavy shit. I feel he'd be a badass at it. Actually, I think he could too. He's just, Les Claypool is a very experimental player. Most of the time it's very nonsensical. It's sound driven. I mean, he's a great player, but a lot of it doesn't make sense. But it's really cool at the same time. I don't know. Let's see. Mousebunk says, I used to hate the vibe of Primus, but I really sat down, listened, and focused on the bass creativity. He is definitely very creative, very odd. You want to talk about some dissonant fucking chords and shit that don't make sense? Listen to some fucking Les Claypool. Let me tell you.
And I would say listen to the album Frizzle Fry. Frizzle Fry is their first album. That fucking album is raw. That fucking album's heavy too. It's not so it's goofy, but it's goofy in a really heavy way. Frizzle Fry is the Primus album that I would listen to first. That's my favorite one.
Well, you know, you leave it to fucking MTV back then to push Sailing the Seas of Cheese. You know, and people don't realize they had an album before that. To a lot of folks back then, that was the only album they knew. So sometimes it's the ones they don't talk about that are the best. Mm-hmm. And I think he's also kind of a genius at the same time at his instrument. I mean, what was it, a 5-string that he was playing? Either a 5 or something crazy. His fretboard is huge.
Yeah, mostly a 5. A lot of times a fretless bass, custom made basses, and man, I've seen him live, and I got to see with the original fucking lineup that played Frizzle Fry, and they were dissonant, weird, off time, like. And Les Claypool is just the way he strums everything is effortless. That man is a fucking genius on the bass.
Exactly right. And those crazy fucking sounds. Because I got to see them. Did they have the same guitarist on Sailing the Seas of Cheese as they did on Frizzle Fry?
That one, yes.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, then I got to see them also as that lineup. And I really enjoyed it. Herb Alexander, underrated fucking drummer. What in the fuck? That guy can play.
See, Akhyls.
Thanks so much. Totally appreciate you. We will always stay heavy. Man, it feels good to say that again. But yeah, as always, I truly hope that for a lot of you that haven't heard this record before, and I mean, there's a little bit for every type of listener. Just from a lot of the comments that we've seen tonight, some folks that are hearing it for the first time, and I'm always trying to get clips and stuff so that you guys can hear this stuff, because otherwise. I know everybody can open their phone and go, Spotify. We like to kind of highlight some of the best tracks. And I'm really, really glad that I didn't play House of the Black Geminus, because we all would have went to sleep. I was just going to play it merely just to show you why we didn't like it. And I already knew. As soon as I heard about 1 minute in, I was like, Beast hates this. I knew right the fuck away. I'm like, I know he hates it, and I'm hating it, and yeah, we're probably going to shit on it. It's actually kind of cool to see that I came in as the lowest rater of the record. I don't know. It's just one of them things. Between that track, and a couple of other little things here and there, it's not that I hate it. It's just I want something solid all the way through that I'm not gonna flip a track. I hate flipping tracks. Let's see here. Mousebong says, as soon as I heard the title track, I was like, yep, Colorado metal hippies, dudes doing shrooms. And that's why South Park is the greatest cartoon ever made, because I'm starting to think that's what it's like out there. And I've never been to Denver, so.
I really like it. Like the South Park town is south of Denver a bit. And when you drive through, they have all kinds of South Park signs and stuff. Like, at least they did about, gosh, I don't think I've been there since like 2010. But yeah, they had a lot of different references like that.
For sure. And that's cool, man. We're not like totally dissing or anything like that. I just think, you know, it's a little bit stigmatizing when most people think of Colorado. JD says, I want to thank Reaper for opening up the bands on this music. To me, I've learned about so many good bands and listened to a lot more and always hearing more and more new every day. And thank Beast too, because, you know, both of us pick something, you know, most of the time that either we both know or one of us doesn't. And I like that factor because it kind of opens me up too, because I don't want to say pigeonholed sometimes, but I get kind of stuck in a rut, or I just haven't had time to really explore. And, you know, you can't rely on Loudwire or Metal Injection to bring anything of substance when it comes to new albums coming out. Crystal says, I've been loving Metastopheles a lot lately. Very stonery horror album, especially. You know, there's nothing wrong with that if it's not so fucking spacey that I can't get with it. It's gotta have something, you know. I don't know. It's kind of weird. Mousebong says, I go to Colorado like every 5 months. Oh, well, that's cool. I may or may not do a convention out there. Not this year, but I'm thinking probably next year, because I have to film a movie at a time where there's one of the Villain Arts tattoo conventions there. But I'll get there eventually. Oh, thanks, brother. Totally appreciate you. Glad you could make it back with us. Thanks, Jeff. He says, I appreciate the technical explanations. Yeah, we may not look like we know stuff, but as musicians, we are the biggest nerds on the planet and proud of it, God damn it. Oh, nice. Crystal says it's grimy still. So I'm going to go ahead and have to check that out then. Right on. Metastopheles. Damn, that sounds familiar. They're on my radar somewhere. Mousebong says, you guys, you can guys, oh, are we a little too tipsy there? That's okay. It's Wednesday. Hump day, damn it. Oh, just wait till I put hump day one together. What's that?
I guess it was supposed to, we can guess what for.
Oh. Yeah, I'm glad you understood that because I didn't. Oh, I see. Jeffrey says, and live, I got the go ahead. Oh, right on, brother. I will definitely get with you on that. Appreciate it. Looks like Mousebong's going to check out the Metastopheles as well. Sweet. See, recommendations all over the place. Something for every palate. And that's the way we like it. Just not DJs or Sleep Token. Never. We don't want it. Oh, man, it has been an absolute blast being back with you. Finally, my phone has, somehow decided to work with me, and I'm glad that I was able to stay. So coming up, let's see, tomorrow, my interview with writer-director Chris Shern out of Chi-Town. Big things coming out of Chi-Town horror scene. So definitely tune in for that awesome interview tomorrow night, and I get to don my true face yet again. And then, let's see, Friday night is the horror barbecue. Normally, the horror barbecue with my buddy Carnage is on Wednesdays, but this week, since things got kind of flippy, we're going to be doing Friday night as we are talking about, yes, Wolf Cop, versus Werewolves Within. You're definitely going to want to tune in for that one as we discuss which one is better, stronger, funnier, I don't know, or worse. I don't know. Either way, we're going to be discussing those. And then Saturday night, the return of the goddamn program, which I know everyone has been waiting for that event to come. And let me tell you, I got so much material that it's going to blow your minds. Beast has outdone himself. Shit.
I think the last one.
What's that,
Cindy,
now?
the last one I sent today. If you all want to learn how in the hell does an elephant scratch its belly, tune in Saturday. It's fucking funny.
And apparently we're going to have another visit from that wonderful pastor that you know and love to teach us more on how to whiz up a girl. That's right. There's more. I couldn't fucking believe it. Oh, Sugar Hooter. That's what I was looking for. God damn it. I was going to say sugar and I didn't say it. And yeah, sorry about that. So she's brought a lot of power for this week's as well. And we got some fun fucking games. I cannot wait to hear the answers on these tasty treats. So if you're ready to blaspheme, if you are ready to get fucked up and do fucked up shit, come on down Saturday night. Because it's going down. Woo! All right. So, definitely, please give it a shot. Check out the album. We're always here whenever you guys want to let us know what you thought of the record. And that's our synopsis of House of the Black Geminus by Akhyls. Did I say that right?
Akhyls.
Akhyls. God damn it.
Actually, it's Akhyls.
Akhyls.
There's an A at the front. And this comes straight from Nas. It's been debated and debated and debated. And so, like, I went through some interviews and I got to hear him say it. He doesn't say it a whole lot, but it's Akhyls. Akhyls.
Nice. Okay. I totally meant to watch that one. I'm going to watch that actually after broadcast. So, just to get a little bit more feel for the guy and all the kickassery. All right. Thank you guys again for joining us on this Wednesday night hump day. We are coming real fast into the weekend. And tomorrow night is going to be no short of a banger as well. And then, of course, Friday and Saturday night, we are getting down. We're going to eat some fucking buffalo wings and, well, a substitute there for Beast, of course. And we're going to drink to our heart's content and laugh our asses off till our guts fall out. That's what we're going to be doing. So thank you all out there so much in Morgrat universe there for choosing us for your Wednesday night entertainment. And till tomorrow, blaspheme your fucking ass off. Keep one foot on the ground, one in the fire, and always stay heavy.